Hi guys, welcome back to FOOTY with Ballon. So let's talk about this Ballon d'Or, because it has been happening in the latest years that the Ballon d'Or has been awarded, has been given to people not because they were individually good, but because of other reasons. So let's talk about that. So I will give you guys the numbers and stats and my opinion regarding how I perceive all of those things. But the thing is, I will focus on individuality, on the quality of the player individually speaking, impacting games, getting numbers, playing consistently month after month. And then at the end of the video, I will give you guys my final rank with my top 5 for the Ballon d'Or. And just a spoiler, it won't be Dembele, that will be my first. So Mohamed Salah, 57 goal contributions in 52 games. That is a lot. Premier League top scorer, 29 goals. Premier League assists leader, 18 goals. Insane numbers, playing in the hardest league in the world. Won the Premier League. And also worth noting that I will put the titles because they're also so important. Even though I think the individuality, which is not necessarily individualism, is also very important. Even more important, actually. I remember Salah playing well from the right first month of the season, like impacting games, deciding games in the Premier League. As I said, the hardest league in the world, and I have no bias on that because I'm not English. I don't live in the UK and I don't support Liverpool. Like, if it wasn't my true opinion, I wouldn't be saying that. And I really think we should consider Salah numbers with Dembele numbers, for example, as harder, because Salah plays against strong opponents. It is way harder to score against Arsenal, Manchester City, Tottenham, Chelsea, even Nottingham Forest and PSG in Ligue 1 play against, I don't know, like Lyon, Olympique Marseille, all of those clubs that in the past they were strong at some extent. But like nowadays, if you see, for example, if you take the highest wages in Ligue 1, you see like a myriad of PSG players. And then sometimes you see one or two players from different teams, which shows the huge gap between the first team and the other ones. Basically, what I'm trying to say is for Salah to have 57 goals or goal contributions, because I'm considering goals and assists, in 52 games, it is way, way harder. However, I do know that he could have played better in the Champions League. However, I don't like the logic of, for example, before Liverpool against PSG in the Champions League, everyone, okay, not everyone, but like 9% of people were saying Salah is playing amazingly. He can win the Ballon d'Or because he was impacting games every week. But from the moment Liverpool lost to PSG in the Champions League, everyone, or a lot of people, started to say Salah can't win the Ballon d'Or anymore because he lost the most important tournament. Let's say you destroy your opponent 2-0 in the first leg, and then the second leg, your centre-backs light tackle someone and get a red card, and then you lose because of this. It doesn't necessarily mean, like, Champions League doesn't necessarily acknowledge the best team in the season. So I don't like giving it too much weight or too much influence on our perception regarding individual quality over the whole season. Anyway, let's go to Raphinha. 59 goal contributions in 57 games. Guys, 59 goal contributions. That is insane. Champions League top scorer with 13 and Champions League assist leader with 8. Guys, 21 goal contributions in the Champions League. Like, I could have just said that and that would be impressive enough. But anyway, plays in the second most difficult league in the world, and obviously that is my opinion. You can disagree if you want. However, I believe La Liga is harder than Ligue 1, Serie A, and Bundesliga. Obviously, in this case, I'm considering the 5 big European leagues. However, it is also better than the Portuguese league, the Norwegian league. Like, any league you say La Liga, apart from the Premier League, La Liga will be stronger. And regarding titles, for people who like considering titles, won everything in Spain: La Liga, Copa del Rey, and Supercopa. So the only title that he lost and Barcelona lost was the Champions League. But it was not like, for example, if you want to consider titles or campaigns, let's say regarding clubs to awards the individual, you can say, but Liverpool lost too early. You can say like Liverpool lost too early in the Champions League, and because of that, like, they don't deserve player to win the Ballon d'Or. I would hardly disagree, because for me it's about the individual, not the team. But anyway, if you want to say that, Raphinha got to the semi-final, guys, 1 game before the final. I'm saying he, but you can understand as Barcelona as well. It's not like he was eliminated in the league phase. He impacted games from the league phase until the semi-final. So if you want to consider individuality and campaigns, actually I will save my ranking for the final, as I said. So let's go to the next one. So Lamine Yamal, 43 goal contributions in 55 games. In numbers, he is already losing to Raphinha and to Salah, you can say, but football is not about numbers. Football is more like, there is the empirical perception of football, the quality that is very subjective. I know, like, if I needed to watch, if I wanted to watch a highlight video, I would watch Yamal. However, you don't necessarily win games with highlights. You win games assisting and scoring. At least you impact the result of the game, assisting and scoring. So I can't just put my personal taste. Like, I love, like, regarding all of those players, I like watching Yamal the most, but I can't put my personal taste regarding like subjective perception over logic, over rationality. Anyway, let me go with the rest of the note. He was La Liga assists leader with 13 assists, plays in second most difficult league as Raphinha, and won everything in Spain as Raphinha. Like, comparing Raphinha and Yamal, they will obviously be the same because they play at the same club. But one was La Liga assists leader and the other one was Champions League assists leader and Champions League top scorer, and got more goal contributions in general regarding the whole season. And now we arrive at the winner, Dembele, 51 goal contributions in 53 games. League 1 top scorer with 21 goals, won everything in France and the UCL, the UEFA Champions League. And when I say numbers, guys, don't think that I am only looking at the numbers, because I'm also looking at achievements, like individual achievements, because Salah didn't score 8 goals against Ballon or something, like a random club. He scored against stronger opponents as well as any opponent. And because of that, he was top scorer in the Premier League, and having an impacted results and scored a billion goals against Real Madrid, which is the biggest club in the world, and also was Champions League top scorer and assist leader. So he got numbers playing against the good teams. He didn't farm stats against random opponents. And Dembele, he played the Champions League. He wasn't even close to being one of the top scorers, but you can say he won the Champions League. Yes, that is true. That is objectively true. That is a fact. But that doesn't mean he automatically deserves the Ballon d'Or for it. Because honestly, guys, Donnarumma just, like, he saved PSG a lot of times against Arsenal, against Aston Villa. Like, just imagine Dembele doing literally everything he did, but like in the semi-final or something, PSG were eliminated because of someone's mistake. In this case, Dembele would have done the same things. However, because of the team, he would have lost. How can you evaluate the individual player like that? Like, I don't agree with evaluating the individuality based on team performance. And it wasn't like that in the past, because I remember Messi being awarded, like, getting a Ballon d'Or, not winning the Champions League. And why? Because he was insane, and that is correct. Like, if he was insane, if he was the best player, if the award is for the best player, give the award to the best player, not to the best team, or not to the best player for the team that won the most titles in the season. Okay, I was just going to give you guys my final ranking. However, I remembered to take the UCL player of the match because I had forgotten to write there. So anyway, that will be a quicker. Salah got 2 UCL player of the match. Raphinha got 3 UCL player of the match. Lamine Yamal got 2 UCL player of the match. Dembele got 2 UCL player of the match. So even regarding the campaign in the competition that gave Dembele the award, he was less awarded as the best player in a match. And before giving you guys my final ranking, I just wanted to say that, like, I just wanted to make it very clear that I am analyzing titles. I'm not disconsidering. I know that is one of the criteria in the Champions League, so I'm obligated to consider. However, there is no percentage explained in the rules, so I need to interpret the criteria as I want, because the official criteria are performance, titles, fair play. I don't know how to analyze fair play, so I would just disconsider this because I really don't know what to say about that. And then titles, for me, it's like 10%. So what I'm saying is, I will consider titles, but the most important thing for me, it will still be the individual playing, because the award, I repeat, is for the best player. So guys, after everything I said, just to simplify very, very much, if we think about who was the best player, the best quality, the best player, in my opinion, you can disagree in the comments. We are just here giving our opinions. So anyway, first to fifth, Raphinha, Salah, Dembele, Yamal, Vitinha. Okay, and in Vitinha's case, I didn't put his numbers and stuff because for me, anything other than fifth for him is just madness. But anyway, guys, what do you think? Am I committing a crime? Do you think the Ballon d'Or was robbed? Do you think that the individual should be considered more, or the titles should like be more important? But anyway, in any case, just give me your ranking, because I'm curious to see if anyone thinks like me in this case. But in general, that was it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends in case I have said anything useful, and see you in the next time. Bye.